welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today on my channel I finally get my grubby little mitts on this beauty. I've been waiting for this for a while. This should be a good one. Strap yourselves in because today we're going to look at the Ocular Max Lady Eris. As we always do on this channel, let's start by taking a look at the amazing packaging. This is my first pickup from the world of Ocular Max, so I'm actually very happy with the way that all of this is going so far. And look at this amazing artwork at the front. This is start of their new line of figures, this infinity stuff that they're doing. So hopefully there'll be some weird kind of, they look like a figure, you know, but it's not. Like, this is a female version of Tarn, so really excited for these. At the front we get the IF01 because it's the Infinity 01, Eris, Kultur, and then Subjugation. Then we get the Ocular Max logo down here at the bottom. On the side here we get a wonderful looking piece of art, really nicely done there, and again we just get the same kind of imagery that we've already had before. On the back here we get some full on transformation stuff going on here. Absolutely epic. We see the transformation here from the tank mode all the way up to the bot mode. Then we also get, very cool, we get the tech spec at the bottom, that classic looking tech spec. Love it when people do give us a tech spec. Also with this, you do get the red viewfinder so that you can look at the tech spec, and we can see there that it shows a little bit of data there on the bottom. Obviously with this you can use the one that you also get with your Earthrise, but this one's a lot bigger than the one that we get with Earthrise, so that's the first little goodie that we get with it, which is pretty cool. At the top we get some silver shiny here telling us that we get some diecast on this figure. Yeah, there's some very nice diecast on this figure. Beautiful product shots here of the tank and the bot mode. On the side we get some awesome artwork. I was speaking about some of this artwork on my news articles that I do as well, so if you want to check out my news articles, I do those every single Tuesday and Saturday on this channel. And then underneath we get warning, hazard, don't eat your children because they have small parts, and all of those beautiful things. Very cool. Along with this we get the usual kind of thing we get from the third parties, which are these nice looking cards. Very cool looking card there with the artwork there. And then on the back we do get a nice little product and character bio here. Very cool. So Lady Eris is a bot with the ability that the mad scientist did an experiment on her so that she can mimic any combat and then enhance it. Nice. She can mimic combat and then enhance it. Absolutely gorgeous. Well worth reading. Love the fact that we get these bios now with third parties. Hasbro, again, wake up and give us some bios for new characters. They also give you this beautiful, cool booklet with some nice artwork here on the front. We get the Planet Steel Express, the OX thing. Then inside, some wormhole technology going on here, and then on the inside we get all the kind of character designs and the different ideas that they went through before they landed on this one, which I think is a very nice touch, especially for something that's completely new. So we can see the different variants that he had with massive shin pads looking like Guyver there. Oh, Guyver. And then the different versions that we got here as well. And then the different takes on the helmet. I really like this take that we get on the helmet here as well. The different variants on the tank. Obviously we landed with this one, and then this was kind of the more prototype version. So maybe in the future you'll get a different look from this tank as well. And then with the final versions and as they landed here, very, very cool little booklet that it comes with. When I opened it, I did think it was going to be a comic. I did think they were doing a mini comic, but it wasn't a mini comic, so never mind. Eh? And then at the back we get a few different credits. Who did the packaging? So yeah, Chogo King is the person, by the way, who does all of the artwork. Give Chogo King a follow on Facebook. They post all of their stuff there. Really, really cool. And then last but not least, we get the destructions. So the destructions here are just your classic sheet destructions, but they are very good destructions for this. Not often I can say that, but these are very, very, very good destructions. Okay, so enough talking around the peripherals on this figure, and let's dip into the main event herself, Lady Eris in her tank mode. Oh my days, this thing is gorgeous. Anyone that watches this channel know that I love me a little bit of a purple and black bot, and this is a purple and black bot. Shades and hints of grey and pink and gold as we go through. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Hands down the best tank in my collection. This is gorgeous. So we get the two different cannons here. They're both actually a little bit different. So you've got the gold rimmed around this one, and this one just with the standard black. So they do look a little bit different, which is nice and adds a little bit of variety to the top of the tank. The place here, which is where I guess the people would sit to be able to see out of the tank, we also get some nice shiny purple blacks down here. This is die cast as well on this, so the legs at the top here, this is more of a die cast feel. The back, this bit is the only bit I don't like as much from a kind of the way that it looks point of view, but hey, it's not too bad. I don't look at the back of this bit, but this bit here is absolutely gorgeous. Loving this. And then the bottom, everything tucks away, everything is nice, and actually there's a lot of clearance for a tank. And look at that, look at that, look at that track. Look at that, look at the way it moves. Oh, tracks that moves. So this thing does roll. My booth is very smooth, so it doesn't roll as well as I would like it to, but these tracks all do move. My booth, being shiny smooth and freshly polished, is the only thing that's stopping these tracks from moving. Articulation, you do get a full 360 here on the barrel, which is fandabadozy, and then you'll also get a little bit of articulation up to about there. It does dip a little bit when you kind of go around. There's not as much up and down motion as I would like, but hey, I'll live with that. Everything else on this figure is just gorgeous. Grenade launchers, just a really nice take on the grenade launchers here as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Everything I really wanted. Not disappointed in this tank mode at all. And we've only just begun. Beautiful. No added accessories that you can attach here on this section, because the main accessory is this is the gun. So there's no added accessories with this. This is everything that you can do with this tank. Time for the comparisons, and let's start off with Megatron from Earthrise. So you can see it's actually about the same size as your Earthrise tank for Megatron. It's a little shorter when it comes to the barrel, but from a kind of chassis point of view, you can see that they are virtually identical here when it comes to that. And then again, we'll bring in another tank from my collection, so Flywheel, Skytread, whatever it is you want to call him. So this is from Siege, and you can see a little bit smaller than that, but all in all, extremely nice. Okay, so transformation time on this little beauty, and the first thing we're going to do is just unpeg these two guns here. So just tilt them forwards and then just maneuver this section out, because this is just tapped in there. So there we go. So the first thing we're going to do is maneuver this out. This you can just flip round and then flip the two guns around like that. So then you've got your guns ready for when she has to have it on her arm at the later date. Next up, we are going to unfurl these legs. So if you take the toes out and take the toes out like that, so you've got the two toes out, and then unhook the side piece here, and then you can just stretch the leg out and rotate it around. So the same at this side, you can just bring it out, take it around to the side like this, and then you can have both the legs up. Once both the legs are through like this, you can start to maneuver them around like that, and then just maneuver this one around like that. So you've got the legs out, and then spin this around. So then you've got the legs, so you can see how they will close together. Straighten up these sections and bring the toes, so these toes here, bring it out and round so that you've got a nice flat toe. So you bring it kind of round on itself, that's the one, and then round. So you can see legs transformed very quickly. Then on the inside, just here, you have these little windows that you need to close. So you just close that one like that, and then bring the other one over, and just, they are quite stiff, certainly on the second or third transformation that I'm doing here. This is still quite stiff, which is good. It's a good place for it to be, but don't be frightened of using a little bit of force on that section. These back pieces here will also move as you need to be able to give you a little bit of foot security as well. But then we've got the legs pretty much transformed. Okay, so the next piece that we're going to start to deal with is this section here. We'll just flip this out to here, and then round the back as well, just to make a little bit of room. Faceplate will fall out at this section, and then we'll bring the beautiful looking head sculpt out and twist the head around. So you can start to see everything here is like starting to take a little bit of shape. You've got a little bit of a thingy here, so these pieces are just tabbed in, and then the same on this side, just this piece is tabbed in as well. The next piece that we need to do is just maneuver the body back around. So you untab this section here, swivel it around, and then untab this section here and swivel that around, and then we can see that there's a little bit more play that we're going to get with this figure now when we raise this section up. So it was here, and now you're going to raise the whole body up to there, snapping the chest at this point. You also need to make sure that, and I think that these two sections here, like that and like this, are down as well. Taking the figure around the back now, we just maneuver everything down here and position these down to where we need them to be. So you can see that now the back piece is in, and you can swing these right round to the back again where they should be, and then we'll deal with the rest of this section in a second because we're going to sort the arms out now. So the arms then just kind of go up a little bit like this, and then go up a little bit to give it that height that you're looking for. And then these sections here, you'll just unclip around the side, get the focus, and then unfurl the arm as you need. Close the hand back up, and then you've got your arm as you need it on this side, and then the same with the other side. Just unclip and kind of unfurl, bring it back in on itself. So then on the arm here, you need to fold it round and then bring it down onto the arm section there. So you've got your full arm joint like so, and then spin the hand around. So these sections here need to be on the outside with this bit facing backwards. So to do this again, you'll see that we need to go spin, turn around, down, and then everything will lock into place and down. And there's your arm. It's a little bit more complex, just to give it that nice look and that nice finish. Then we need to come around the back here, and at the back you're going to unpeg and spin it round, unpeg, and at the back it's how you move these sections here depends on how you want the backpack to look. You can either have them kind of straight up like this, or you can articulate them out slightly to give it that more separated look. It's really however you want to display it, and then she's pretty much done. So finally we have it in all its glory, the fully transformed version of Lady Eris, and what a bot this is. Absolutely gorgeous. This mode is fantastic. I am a big fan of this. If we just maneuver around, you can see how amazing this bot just is. I'm blown away by how different this bot looks. Yeah, I know it's a female Tarn, but I don't own a Tarn. I think maybe I need to get myself a Tarn as well. Maybe I wouldn't be as impressed if I already had a Tarn, but the proportions on this, the paint, the plastic, the transformation is also really nice. A beautiful transformation. The back looks very nice. If a little bit of detail and patterning may be missing here, but I'll let him get away with it. But overall, absolutely gorgeous. Let's go in and take a look at this cracking head sculpt. Cracking looking head sculpt, and we get a two-part head sculpt here, because first of all we get the Tarn looking face mask, and then underneath we get the more kind of like maybe RC Windbladey type face with this kind of almost looks like a beast, bear, wolf type headdress thing going on. So we also get some really nice detailing here as we go down the chest area. Absolutely beautiful. The crotch piece here, the gold, very cool the way that they've done this kind of pink, gold, grey. The legs, this is all die cast as well, which it needs, because it needs the weight on the legs, because as you can see it does carry quite a hefty backpack, so you are glad that they put a little bit of weight in the bottom here, which is really good. And then you can see the gold carries through here as well. These feet are a little bit small, similar to the way that the Seekers go, and does impact the way that you compose the figure a little bit. I would have very much liked to have seen maybe something coming off the side here to support with the way that the figure stands. But all in all, very cool. Now let's take a look at the articulation. So starting off at the head will go fully round on a 360 ball joint, and it will go, let's take the face mask off here for a bit, it'll go very much on the up here, and then also very much on the down and the side and the side. So there we get very good head movement there. On the arms are in this weird joint, which is a little bit odd. I don't know how much I like this piece. If I had to pick a piece that I don't like as much, it's probably this piece, because it moves like this. It does move forward, but I don't really like the way that this, like if I just move this out the way, you'll be able to see some air through. I don't like the way that looks. It's my only little bugbear about this figure, but you will get a full 360, and you'll get some arm movement out, some arm movement down, some arm movement round, and then you'll also get full finger articulation here, and a nice thumb as well. So that's pretty cool. Look at that hand there, very nice looking hand. At the waist we'll get a full we we won't get a full 360. So you don't get a full 360 at the waist. It does want to stop here, but you will get some crunch and some back as well. So you will get some movement, but you won't get a full 360 there. You will get some leg movement, very, very nice, and some nice knee bend there as well. Legs are on all kinds of wibbly wobbly articulated joints, so you get some little bit in, little bit in, little bit up. So she I don't know what's happened there. She's had a bad day there. She's definitely had a bad day. So as you can see, you will get some wonderful poses out of this, including that all-important superhero pose that everybody wants at the moment. So this girl does come with some accessories, as I've said, and the girl comes with one main accessory, and that is this fantastic looking arm cannon that we can see right here. As we've already said, it has the nice gold section on it on this side. On the other side is a little bit more plain. Connects with a little tab that's here that just connects on the arm right there, and then away you go, and away she goes. And that's an arm cannon, right? That is a thing of beauty. There needs a little bit of adjustment, definitely. When you add the arm cannon's weight, you can see that she wants to fall down quite a bit, but you can do that by just positioning the feet a little bit. Gorgeous. That arm cannon is awesome. Something I am always testing with figures like this is, can they hold their arm straight under the weight of their weapon? And she can. That's absolutely fantastic. That's quite a heavy weapon, and she can hold her arm straight exactly as you would want it. And then the same with the forward motion. Very good stable joints on this figure. Love it when the arms don't need any of that kiki to make it work. So this beautiful gun itself will actually attach on both arms as well. So you can stick it on the other arm like so, and you can also detach the guns if you want. So you can just give her the one gun look if you also wish to. Unfortunately, there is no way to just attach this singular gun to the arm that I can see. There's no peg for it, so that's a bit unfortunate, because that would have been really good if they'd kind of done that as well. Now time for the final comparison here, and we can put her in with Megatron, so we can see that she is much taller than your Earthrise Megatron here. Just head and shoulders above her, quite literally. And then also with your deluxe flywheels, you can see again absolutely towers over that, so really not going to fit in too much with your Earthrise figures. So final thoughts on this absolutely beaut of a figure. Was she worth it? Yes. Is there an element that I don't like? Yeah, just these little arm bits. Everything else is perfect. My first Ocular Max release. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. What are your thoughts on this? Is their take on Tarn very good as well? I absolutely love this. Cannot recommend it highly enough. A little bit unbalanced, but other than that, oh my god, what a figure. So nice to be able to sing a figure's absolute praises. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!